Hello, I'm Tamara Lister.
I'm Heidi Robinson.
I'm Nicole Coleman.
I'm Matthew Overby.
I'm Chaya.
Rachel Boston.
Bonnie Carroll. This is my cat Zoe.
Merrick Phillips.
J.C. Groves.
And this is Kids Talk.
From the time I was 2 years old, I knew that I wanted to be on television. I grew up watching The Cosby Show, and my ultimate goal in life was to be like Rudy Huxtable, who was the youngest character in the show.
Cigarettes aren't good for you. They make your breath stink, your lungs dirty, and then you die. Okay, so I won't smoke in your house anymore. And smoking can cause forest fires. That's why you never see animals smoking.
Rudy, I think she gets the message. Come on.
None of my friends smoke.
I took acting lessons and performed in plays around town, but nothing could compare to the day that I stood right here and was introduced as a student reporter for a local show called Kids Talk. Here at the Creative Discovery Museum in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I accomplished my goal by making my television debut on WRCB News Channel 3.
On May 26, 1995, Chattanooga and the world witnessed something new in children's education. The Creative Discovery Museum combines the wonder of science with the beauty of art and music, plus liberal doses of fun and recreation. The things that set this museum apart from others are high-tech exhibits that allow hands-on use for children. We have 4 student reporters who are going to be helping us explore this museum today. 3 of them join me right now. They are...
Hi, I'm Stacy Sparks from Red Bank High School.
Hi, I'm Nicole Coleman from Chattanooga Performing Arts School.
Hi, I'm Sarah Murphy from Cleveland High School.
These 3 reporters are going to be looking at different aspects of this museum, but first, Deandra Roark will take us to Parisian and let us take a look at fall fashion.
My first segment featured the music area here at the museum. I was very nervous and excited all at the same time. Remembering lines was nothing new to me, but remembering them in 5 minutes on set, well, that was a whole new ball game.
This is a special area, but there's another one called the Musician Studio, where you not only learn about music, you can make music yourself. Nicole has more.
Thanks, Heidi. This is the entrance to the Musician's Workshop. These are larger-than-life models of musical instruments from around the world. An important part of this area of the museum is the worldwide role of music in everyday life. Not only will you learn about music, you will learn more about how we hear music and other sounds at this display. Did you ever wonder how the same tune would sound in a different musical style? Now you can find out, even if you can't play it. If you want to write music, this is certainly the place for you. You can enter a series of notes by using these buttons. When your selection is complete, the computer will play it for you and show the musical notation on this computer screen. If you want to learn how to be a drummer, these drum pads can help you. There are examples of American rock, salsa, and West African drums. In this room, young composers can use their skills to record their music in a real recording studio. While you go back to Heidi and the other reporters, I think I'll just stay here for a while.
During my second season of Kids Talk, I think the show evolved into what Debbie Mann, the producer, wanted it to be. Heidi Robinson, who is a very talented news anchor, hosted the show in 1995, but by 1996, I took on that role along with the other student reporters.
Coming up on today's Kids Talk, see how a banana can hammer a nail and a string can catch an ice cube. Learn about Kwanzaa, the African-American spiritual holiday. Celebrate Hanukkah, the Jewish festival of lights. And find the true meaning in Christmas along with these Tennessee Valley students. All this and more straight ahead on Kids Talk, the holiday edition. Holidays, everyone, and welcome to Kids Talk. I'm Nicole Coleman, and we're kicking off this edition of Kids Talk at the Creative Discovery Museum. Just in time for winter, we have a special preview of the Cool Wonders Festival going on from December 26th through January 4th. Eric Phillips is standing by with Laura Groves to perform one of 2 cool experiments you can do at home. Eric, Laura.
Thanks, Nicole. Did you know you can catch an ice cube with a string? It's very challenging, but very possible, and Laura is going to show us how.
Hi, I'm Nicole Coleman.
And I'm Stacy Sparks. Welcome to this edition of Kids Talk. Nicole, it's good to see you again. What'd you do over your summer vacation?
I had a great time working with Oscar Productions in a play called A Total Change and the Chattanooga Little Theater as well. What about you?
Well, I babysat most of the summer to earn some extra spending money, but I did manage to squeeze in a trip to Florida.
Neat! Well, you know, a lot of kids took part in summer sports camps this year, including the Soccer USA camp.
They sure did. The Soccer USA camp was held at the North River Y back in August. The campers got some good pointers from international athletes.
Take a look and a listen. The coaches have cool accents.
Hi, I'm Stacy Sparks along with Nicole Coleman and Bryant Smith. Welcome to this edition of Kids Talk.
Thanks for tuning in. We're starting off the show here at the Tennessee Aquarium's IMAX 3D Theater, and later on we'll be visiting the Environmental Learning Lab just next door.
But first, we have a preview of the IMAX 3D Spectacular, The Last Buffalo, which just premiered in Chattanooga. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Eric Phillips.
And I'm Nicole Coleman. Welcome to a new season of Kids Talk.
We're here at the Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport to introduce our first story on the 10th annual Child Flight Program.
Every year, the Airport Authority joins with participating airlines and sponsors to give deserving children a fantastic opportunity.
The chance to fly for the very first time.
The kids, chosen from various agencies around Chattanooga, fly to a nearby city and spend all day at local attractions.
Kids Talk joined up in the excitement as members of the Boys Club flew into Atlanta.
As you'll see, it was awesome. Here's a look back. The Kids Talk camera crew was ready and rolling for the Boys Club landing at Hartsfield Atlanta International Airport. 6 members from different units were selected for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. The guys were thrilled about their first flight, but couldn't help but be a little nervous.
I was scared.
But once they were up in the air, they started to relax. Coming up
on today's Kids Talk,
we're off to the Creative Discovery Museum to explore the science of Oz, learn what makes your heart really tick, and lots more.
Plus, Channel 3 meteorologist Tom Benson will show you and your family ways to survive a tornado.
You'll also meet a group of students who discovered a new medication in their high school's laboratory.
And see how 2 local kids put their character traits of perseverance and caring into action. Wow, Nicole! We're not in Kansas anymore!
No, JC, we're not. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kids Talk. We're here at the Creative Discovery Museum in the Science of Oz exhibit. This exhibit is based on the classic movie, The Wizard of Oz. You know, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road.
Oh, yeah, I remember. The Tin Man who wanted a heart, the Lion who wanted courage, and the Scarecrow who wanted,
A brain?
That's it, a brain.
You know, I never really thought about it, but there really is a lot of science in The Wizard of Oz. Let's go check out Dorothy's house. Here we are at Dorothy's house, and look at me, I'm all gray.
Nicole, I told you not to eat that anchovy pizza.
No, it's not that. It's the yellow sulfur light, which mimics the absence of white light. Did you know that at night, without the light of the sun, we only see shades of gray?
Yeah, a lot of times I get dressed in the dark. I guess that's why my clothes don't always match.
Kids Talk was created for the 10 to 15-year-old age bracket. Besides being educational, Debbie wanted it to be both fun and entertaining, which is why she chose local tourist attractions that cater to the same demographic for on-location filming.
Good luck to all of you in your summer job search.
What's up, Stace? Hey, Nicole, could you use some tips in creative dating?
I sure could. Who couldn't? It's easy to get into that dinner and movie routine, but if you're kind of low on cash...
Well, that's not even a problem anymore. Recently, Kids Talk visited Brainerd High School for a class in creative dating. Take a look.
The place, Brainerd High. Dr. Hawkins' English class. The time, 3rd period. The assignment, creative dating. Chris Franny is an educator with the Why No Abstinence program. She's helping these Brainerd High students use their imagination when making plans for a date. The class divides up into 5 small groups. Each is given a budget and must come up with a list of creative date
Welcome back to Kids Talk. We're here at the Tennessee Aquarium's Environmental Learning Lab, the state-of-the-art facility that focuses on environmental education. Students, teachers, and the public are welcome to come explore the lab and all its high-tech resources, including multimedia PCs with internet access. And that's what our next report is about, the internet. Here's a look at how one school and its students are making the most of being online. Hey, Brian. 21st Century Prep in Brainerd was the first public school in Chattanooga to get connected to the internet. A cluster of computers is available in the library for student use, and every classroom has an average of 2 to 3 computers, all online.
Underwater basket weaving. Yeah. No, I like baseball.
Well, I like to inline skate, but up until now there hasn't been a designated area where kids can BMX, skateboard, or inline skate here in the city. Here's Eyewitness Sports anchor Craig Cecil to tell us more in our Kids Talk Sports Minute.
This piece of concrete is part of a sanctuary, but it's not a church. It's Sanctuary Skate Park at Finley Stadium, which opened about a month ago.
Wow, what a rush. Tornado and the Wizard of Oz is pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is fun, but a real tornado is dangerous. And Channel 3 meteorologist Tom Benson will join Kids Talk right after the break to give us some tornado safety tips. Kids Talk will be right back, so don't go away.
As I had gotten more comfortable co-hosting the show, this bubbly, over-the-top personality sort of emerged on screen. In fact, I was so dramatic that most of the cute little one-liners and dialogue was written for me. T-shirts, $10. Thanks, Eric. Next up on Kids Talk, the fun and learning continues as the Boys Club goes to sidetrack.
Pacemaker, which was used in the early 1970s, has about 8 batteries, which lasted about 18 months. Now, this modern pacemaker has only 1 battery and lasts up to 12 to 13 years.
Wow.
That's progress.
Well, it's time now for a break, and it's time for me to get ready to take a dip in the pool. Rachel Boston is coming up next with our Creative Discovery segment. But first, more safety tips in the bud.
Not to play with stoves and not to cook unless a grown-up is with you. Never dive in shallow water.
If your house caught on fire, drive stop the road and go to a neighbor's house and call 911.
If you don't know what something is, don't eat it.
I even created a signature move, which I found ways to incorporate into the show.
We look forward to hearing from you. Nicole, can you believe it's already time to go? I know, girl. Time sure does fly. Well, we're going to end the show with some pep rally highlights from Red Bank High School. It's an annual tradition for the football players and cheerleaders to play a little role reversal, so look closely. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next Kids Talk.
Hi, welcome back to Kids Talk. I'm Nicole Coleman, playing it safe in the sun with my shades and my sunscreen. SPF 15 or higher, of course. Anyway, whether you're at home, at play, or on the way, safety rules. And at the Safe Kids Gear Up game, Kids Talk got the 411 on how we can all stay safe 24/7.
By the way, the Boys Club flew back both happy and tired.
They even received free goodie bags upon their return. So thanks to all the sponsors of Child Flight for your generosity and kindness.
Hey, those are 2 very good character traits, you know.
And that's today's topic in the Kids Talk Buzz, and it's straight ahead.
Then, after the break, Stacy Andrews and Matt Guerin will report from the Creative Discovery Museum.
So, keep it right here on Kids Talk.
If you're kind to somebody else, they'll be kind to you. It's good to be a good citizen.
Out of all of the topics that we covered, the discussion on eating disorders for me was the most important one. Welcome back to Kids Talk. I'm Nicole Coleman. Young people face daily pressures to stay slim or get thin. The pressures are often much more than some can handle, leading them to risk their health and their life in pursuit of a perfect body. I recently spoke with Dr. Susan O'Hara to learn more about eating disorders. Here's some of our conversation. Dr. O'Hara, tell us about the different types of eating disorders.
Well, there are 3 different kinds of eating disorders. Anorexia is an eating disorder where people essentially starve themselves and can get into very life-threatening situations because their weight gets so low. Another type of eating disorder is bulimia, and in this eating disorder, people typically will eat a lot of food and then do something to try to get rid of it, called purging. That might be vomiting, it might be laxative abuse, it might be over-exercising. They go through cycles of self-starvation, alternating with periods of extreme binges. And the third type of eating disorder is overeating, where people just gain a lot of weight and become obese.
What are the common symptoms of eating disorders?
Well, for anorexics, they get very thin and very tired. Parents or friends may notice that they're not wanting to eat with other people around because they become very secretive about their eating habits. Bulimics also do the same. They may look normal in terms of eating with people. They may go out and eat pizza with their friends, but then secretly go home and throw the food up. They also may begin to have dry hair and skin. Their skin and nails become very brittle because they're not getting the kind of nutrition that they need. Bulimics may also begin to have a lot of tooth decay because of the stomach acid in their mouths from vomiting so much. They tend to be very isolated. They don't want to be around friends because eating has become a very scary thing.
What are some things that boys and girls can do or think about to keep their self-image and self-esteem healthy?
I think one of the things that's important with the girls that I work with is appreciating the good bodies that they have, because most of us were blessed with healthy bodies that function very well. And you know, you don't have to look far to find people who were not so blessed. You know, when you see somebody whose life is restricted to a wheelchair perhaps, or somebody whose life is restricted in other ways, it helps us perhaps to be a little more grateful for the fact that we do have these very good bodies and that they do help us do the things that we want to do. And I think we need to function on those things, but focus on those things rather than focusing on appearance only.
If you think you may have an eating disorder, it's important that you get help. Even though it may not be easy, many people overcome their problems. Tiffany Robertson is a 17-year-old student who is successfully recovering from anorexia. She agreed to appear on KidsTalk in hopes that others might reach out as well. I met with Tiffany at the Tennessee River Park. I learned that Tiffany struggled with anorexia for about 3 months before she received treatment and has been recovering for well over a year. She very courageously shared her experience with me. Once you admitted that you had a problem, how did you deal with it?
Well, I went through quite a long period of denial that, I mean, even though I was in therapy, it was just like I thought I could keep on living this way. And once I started to like myself and to kind of start wanting to live instead of wanting to die so bad, and things started to get a little bit better. And one of the most important things was to just see I was so hungry. I mean, I was crazy hungry, so that was really important. That was one of the hardest things for me to do, to admit that I was hungry.
Did you worry about what your family and friends would react to, how they would react?
Actually, I didn't. That's the sad part about eating disorders. You become totally self-centered and it is extremely selfish. They stuck by me the whole way, you know. They were just very supportive, you know, praying for me and being there. But they were very, very frustrated. And I can see that now, how easy it is to be frustrated with somebody that won't listen to you.
Tiffany did not want to discuss how much weight she lost, feeling it could encourage anorexics who may be watching. She also disagrees with the way the media covers eating disorders in general.
I know a lot of times on talk shows or in magazines, they talk about just the gross details of eating disorders. Especially with me, it was anorexia, and just going into explicit details. And when you're in a sick frame of mind, you think, well, I can do this. I won't get as sick as they do. But as when you become more malnourished, your thinking just it just goes totally off track, and nothing you think makes sense. And it's like the most irrational things make sense to you. It makes sense to you not to eat and to be almost dead. It makes sense.
Now that you are recovering and doing quite well, I might add, what would you say to someone who might have an eating disorder? What advice would you give to them?
You can't live this way. I mean, it is, number one, bottom line, it is not any fun. You can die. I mean, if you think this is living, it's pointless. You're never, if you think you're striving for perfection, because that's the way it was with me. I thought I was going to be perfect. And the thinner I got, the worse I felt. So the more weight you lose or the more you do things, it's not going to get any better, it just gets worse. So you need to tell somebody and just stop right there and realize all the bad thoughts you're thinking. I mean, it makes no sense.
Many thanks to Tiffany and Dr. O'Hara for speaking with Kids Talk. For professional help with eating disorders, call the Mental Health Association. The number in Hamilton County is 698-2400. We'll be back with more Kids Talk after this break.
Debbie probably doesn't realize that by choosing me for those interviews, she actually helped me with my own self-esteem and body image issues. During filming, I would always try to nail my lines on the first shot, but that rarely happened. I was featured a lot on the blooper reel. What can I say? Even the best of us mess up sometimes.
You know what? I always have so much fun going to the Creative Discovery Museum. Remember when you couldn't say Epsom salt, JC?
You'll need a couple teaspoons of Epsom salt in there.
Let's see your paper, Tom. What? Let's see your paper.
You can see my paper?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Where?
On the edge, right over there.
Okay, count.
3, 2.
Oh. Let's try it again.
In this area, visitors get an experience with hands-on talk.
We hope to hear from you soon. You know, the end of the show is here sooner than I thought it would be.
As it always is, thanks to the Tennessee Aquarium IMAX 3D Theater and the Environmental Learning Lab for allowing us to show you what it's all about here.
And thanks to you for watching. It's been a lot of fun.
See you next time.
That's a wrap. Good job, guys.
Yeah! All right.
Kids Talk, Scene 1.
Kids Talk traffic. Okay. Nicole?
Yeah.
Sure, you're going to be on the blooper reel.
To be on the
That's right. 41 students from the Baylor School were enrolled as boarders this year from 12 different countries. All right. No.
Kids Talk, Scene 2, Take 10.
That's right. Yeah, that is right.
Since we're on the subject of the internet, did you know that Chattanooga... Thanks, Scott. If you're an animal lover, let know. But first, we have a preview.
Aside from the bloopers, Kids Talk had a major impact on my verbal communication skills. When I started the show in 1995, my dialect was very southern and the cadence of my speech was very slow. There were lots of hand gestures and head movements and emphasis on dialogue.
Keep in mind, it's not the price tag that counts as much as it is the thought behind the gift. In fact, some of the best gifts are the ones that aren't very expensive. And Nicole, you've got some great ideas.
Yeah, I was thinking more of things like maybe a handwritten letter or a special breakfast that you could cook for your family, or even just a coupon to spend time with your family or your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Nicole, those are great ideas because those are the things that people remember 2 Christmases from now, not necessarily the sweater that you bought them.
I think so too.
Great ideas.
But by my 3rd season, I was delivering lines at a much faster pace and the southern dialect had somewhat disappeared. Hi, and welcome back to Kids Talk. I'm Nicole Coleman. Today, we introduce you to a high school senior who spends most of his time helping kids. He is a boxing coach, a tutor, and a great person to look up to. Andy Smith is in his last year at McCauley and is planning to attend UTC in the fall. Let's go meet this unique individual. This active 18-year-old spends most of his time helping out these children.
Well, we do a lot of outdoor programs in the summer. I help a organization downtown called the Adventure Guild, and we take groups out, such as the West Side Kids, and take them out rock climbing or take them up on the mountain hiking somewhere, or we'll take them swimming, camping for a few days. Just all kinds of different things that really helps them to, you know, get out and get away from the streets.
The West Side Kids is a program that Andy has helped from the
When
start.
I compare the 1998 music segment at the Creative Discovery Museum to the one in 1995, I can see the transformation that I made. I was no longer this unsure little girl who was afraid to let go of the script. On the contrary, I had changed into a very self-confident young lady who knew she had star quality.
It's all straight ahead on Kids Talk. Eric, what was that noise?
That's not noise, Nicole. That's a lullaby.
Well, it sure sounded like noise to me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kids Talk. I'm Nicole Coleman.
And I'm Eric Phillips. Noise is the point of our visit to the Creative Discovery Museum today. We're going to investigate music and find out how it's made and how other cultures use it in their everyday life.
But what does this film have to do with music?
This is the World Bazaar of Music. It showcases music from around the world and tells how other cultures use music in their everyday life.
Eric, speaking of different kinds of music, I hear drums that don't exactly sound like Max Weinberg. I don't think they're from around here. Let's go see who's playing.
Look, Nicole. It's Maoko and Omar playing on their drums.
Well, Omar, is this noise or is this music?
This is definitely music. Music is made up of different elements, and rhythm is one of those elements. The drum is very rhythmic, so there are different ways to play it so that it fits in music.
Debbie decided to get real high-tech during my last season on Kids Talk. We had graphics and cool transitions and public service announcement intros.
This program is designed to meet the educational and informational needs of children.
June 2000 was my last show on Kids Talk, and Debbie thought it would be really cute if the graduating co-hosts went on a picnic in the park wearing matching t-shirts with the Kids Talk logo on them.
And our seniors say a final farewell. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
It was a bittersweet moment for me. I was excited about going to college and experiencing new things, but Kids Talk had been a part of my life for so long that I couldn't imagine not ever saying things like, Kids Talk will be right back after the break, so don't go away ever again. I literally grew up on the show. I know all good things eventually come to an end, and for me, Kids Talk was a very good thing.
Well, that's going to do it for this summer's edition of Kids Talk.
We wish everyone good luck in school next year. Good luck to all of you in your first year of college.
Bye. See ya. Let's eat some pudding. We're up in front of Shada Conservatory, and there's these trucks that kept doing something in the background. And he was sitting there, and we'd roll, and he'd stop and be like, I hate those trucks. And then he'd roll again, and I'd be like, okay.
They've watched their debut album shoot to the top of the charts.
So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember
Here's Eyewitness Sports. I could never see that. Here's Eyewitness Sports. I could never see that.
Some smooth sounds. Sorry, I forgot the next.
Speaking of hamburgers, I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
All the times we had together.
Some elementary school children are participating as well. These children at Harrison are helping make people smile.
A couple of years ago, there was a photography shoot that I did. And if you'll notice, the guy who's talking about photography is wearing my jacket.
That's gonna do it for our summer edition of Kids Talk. For Nicole, Chaya, and JC, I'm Rachel Boston. Thanks for joining us
In 2001, Kids Talk went off the air, and I was featured as part of a retrospective segment that was dedicated to the run of the show. And ironically enough, my signature move ended the series. When I saw that on TV, all I could remember thinking was that I had as much impact on Kids Talk as it had on me. And as expressive as I am, there are truly not enough words to describe the magnitude of what that felt like.
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Oh, a world of wishes, a world where dreams come true. So make a wish, see it through. Dare to do what dreamers do. Wishes, dream a dream. Wishes, set it free. Wishes, trust your heart. Just believe.